Austria. Lignano Sabbiadoro, the co-captain Rugby. The co-captain number 10, number 1, Lignano Sabbiadoro. Number 5, number 8, number 9, number 12, number 20, number 21, number 22, number 25, the coach, Lignano Sabbiadoro, the manager, Simon, and now, Italy, the captain number 4, Joseph, number 2, Filippo Di Fiore, number 3, Luca Zaganelli, number 5, Paolo Pagacaro, number 6, Ahmed Relai, number 7, Paolo Roberto Sacerdotti, number 8, Massimo Ginobello, number 9, Nicolas Battistella, number 10, Simon Fabio, number 13, Roberto Testa, number 15, Nicola Toscano, the coach, Franco
Good afternoon and welcome to the World Wheelchair Rugby 2023 European Championships Division C final between Austria and Italy, the hosts.
Simon, excuse me, I want to say thanks to the doctor, the official doctor of this race and the official doctor of this event, Dr. Lignano. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you the famous commentator of this tournament, Miss Simon.
Grazie, Severio.
Simon, go on.
So the team's making some last-minute noise before they come out to do battle. Let's hear it from the spectators as well. Who's here cheering for Austria? Nobody by the sound of it. That's a shame. Who's cheering for Italy? Great stuff. So both teams have already qualified for promotion to Division B. So that's great news for them, but they'll both want to win this final. A matter of national pride at stake. Referee Cameron Broadhead from Canada gets the tip-off underway, and Italy come up with the first possession. So Austria will have the possession arrow, and that slingshot pass from Giardello, and it's Italy with the first try. Rennie Hanez gets on the score sheet. That's both 3.5 players scoring early. And Raweri straight away. That's 2 tries for him. Christian Jurek gets over halfway. Binder trying to put a block on, but the Italian defence is streamed back. Reinforcements arrive with Hanez and Schoffler. So, very quick substitutions being made by Austria. On come Perner and Ornig. So both co-captains on for Austria at the moment. And Ornig blocks, fantastic hit from Schoffler, but he finds Testa. Great pace from this young man. A one-pointer, but he can keep pace with players of a lot higher classification. Giardello pops it over to Rawari, and he gets his third. Nice inbound there. And referee Daniel Weiss saying that Michael Ornig entered the court illegally. So you have to enter within a 45-degree vector. And clearly he didn't do that. So it's now Italian ball. Italy with the first chance to get ahead. The first turnover. Giardello just settling himself. Austria in a key defence. Schoffler reaches out an arm, but it's too far away. Oh, that telescopic arm of Raweri means Italy take an early lead, 4 tries to 2. Schoffler looking for a recipient, and that's a great ball. Ornig managing to get the ball in the backcourt. Gets it over to Uric, and he's got a free wheel to the line. 4-3. So, equipment timeout required for Ahmed Rawari. The Austrian players not allowed to be within 1 metre. Okay, if there's a problem with his chair, they might have to make a substitution and bring on Paolo Macacaro. So Macacaro straight into the action, number 5. Gets the ball over halfway, and a great pass to his captain, Davide Giuzzetta. Italy 5, Austria 3. Great block there from Schloffer, freeing up Uric. So the Italian bench working furiously on Ahmed Rawari's chair. They desperately need him back in the action, and there's a hand in from Schloffer, which dislodges the ball momentarily, but Italy regather. Giardello down court, and a nice pick there by Giuseppe Testa. Italy maintaining that 2-try lead. Schloffer on the ball, gets it over halfway, throws it ahead of himself to make sure they cross within the 12 seconds. It's not the player that has to get across, but the ball. Daniel Weiss just making sure that both the try posts are in the correct place. Giardello being double teamed, but the double team breaks off to challenge Giuseppe. And no try, says Daniel Weiss. The ball had crossed the line before Giardello could drag it in. So Austria getting that turnover back. And Italian captain Davide Giuzzetta requiring an equipment timeout. So the mechanics have to break off from trying to mend the chair on the sideline to find the right wheel to replace. They have a minute in which to complete this equipment timeout. Otherwise, they're going to need to make a substitution. Coach Franco Tassari asks for a coach's timeout. He has to ask the officials' bench. That's then related to the referees, who signal coach's timeout. So that gives Italy a little bit more time to sort out their chair problems. We do have the addition of water breaks and 1 minute break roughly halfway through each quarter of the game. So that gives the coaches a little extra time in which to talk to their charges. Looks like Giuseppe's chair has been solved and he's ready to go. So 6-5 to Italy, but Austria in possession. Couple of arms going in there. Held ball, says referee Cameron Broadhead, and it will be Austria retaining possession. We use the possession arrow to determine who gets the ball at a held ball situation. Because Austria had the possession arrow from the tip-off, that's why they got that ball at the sideline. Chris Jurek trying to get in at the corner, also trying to force Makakaro over the line. Try scored, says Cam Broadhead. 6 tries apiece. Referees swap the balls. Giuseppe Testa, the Italian inbounder. His sister Angela was the timekeeper in the bronze medal game. And his girlfriend Sonia is in the penalty bin for this game. Makakaro finds Giardello, who finds Ornig in close attention. And Giardello is equal to it and gets his second try. So Schloffer with the ball finds Jurek. He gets it over halfway, but picks up a defender. Now a second. Oh, good pick there from Gisotta, the Italian captain. Very strong play from him. But Jurek breaks free and gets a free run to the line. Water break called. Italy look as if they've repaired Ahmed Rawari's chair, but you can't substitute on a water break. So they'll have to wait until there's another appropriate break in play. So both teams taking on fluids wisely. With many of these athletes not able to regulate their temperatures easily, getting on water and nutrients is vitally important. Each of the benches have fans on them to give some cool air to the athletes. That's the end of the water break. So Rawari is in the substitutes box waiting to come on. 7 tries apiece. 1 turnover apiece at the moment. That's a lovely little pop pass from Makakaro. And Giardello won't score many easier than that. Nice quick inbound there from Peter Schloffer. He's sharing the duties with Michael Ornig. And Jurek and Makakaro going wheel to wheel. And it's Perner who crosses. Giardello driven out over the line, and we'll wait to see whether he managed to call a timeout before he hit the line. He did. Great sense of mind there by the Italian number 8. So Italy used their first timeout. They've got 4 of them, and that was definitely a get out of jail free card in that situation. So Italy able to retain possession. They have 35 seconds on that possession clock. It's also an opportunity to get Rawari back into the fray. So Italy back with their starting 4. Austria in a key defence. Only 3 defenders allowed in the key. Jurek, the player staying out at the moment, but he then goes into the key. Referees have 2 choices: penalty try or put the player in the bin. On this instance, Daniel Weiss, the trail referee, awards the penalty try. Ornig with a big hit on Giuseppe, who manages to get a swipe, but it's not able to dislodge the ball. And the ball goes from Jurek to Perner, his second try. Trying to get a pass over or round Ahmed Rawari is no easy feat. Giuseppe on the ball, and he gets it to Rawari. Ball goes from Schloffer to Perner to Jurek. Rawari cuts him off, so he needs to get a pass in. Can't do it, so he uses up Austria's first timeout. So both teams under pressure in their own backcourt, using up those valuable timeouts. They don't always go to their bench when they call a timeout. Sometimes they just reset their positions even. That's a super inbound there from Schloffer. Puts Gizotta trying to stop the pass, and there's a fallen player, and the referees stop play, holding foul as he made contact. So as Ornig was crashing to the floor, he made contact with the Italian player or the Italian player's chair. That's illegal, so an offensive violation, and it's a turnover ball. So Italy with their second turnover, looking to extend their lead. Jurek right up there in the face of Giardello, then Ornig, and that slingshot pass of Giardello seems to find its mark every time, particularly when he's getting it to Rawari. So Italy take a 2-try lead, 11-9. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. In the pool game between these two, there was never more than 2 tries in it, and Austria burn another timeout. So a feature of Italy's play throughout these championships has been their strong defensive press. And so far it's paying dividends in this first quarter. Austria have had to use up 2 timeouts, and Italy have forced 2 turnovers as well. Coach Janusz Kozak using the whiteboard to tell his troops what he wants from them, what positions he wants them to take up. Schloffer gets it into his co-captain. Jurek frees Ornig, but he's having to work hard to get past Rawari, and who's now putting pressure on Jurek, but that's a good pass to Perner, which ends up in the lap of Michael Ornig, whose family are here to support him. And it's a blue ball. Rawari managing to tip the ball off Ornig's lap and off his knees so that it's an Italian ball. 1.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. He can't drive through the middle, and they've got a Perner with a long arm in there. Oh, but he's been stripped again by Rawari. Turnovers coming thick and fast here as Giuseppe calls for an equipment timeout. Not having a happy time with these wheels. So Italy with 1:15 on the clock, looking to extend this lead. An early ascendancy in the first period. Giussetta trying to secure the corner, but Perna is equal to it, shuts off that avenue. Giardello trying to take the scenic route. Bawari in there, gets a ball, no try! As he crossed the line, the ball was actually in the air. Brilliant piece of refereeing there by Cameron Broadhead from Calgary to spot that. So Austria with 51 seconds remaining. Get the ball into Ornig. He's looking to use Juric initially. Now he wants Juric to get some separation from Rawari. And Juric has to spin to cross. But it's a dangerous game trying to put those passes over the top of Ahmed Rawari. So just over 30 seconds remaining. Pressure on the Italians now from the Austrians. Again, that slingshot pass. Rawari gets it to Testa. And then gets it back from him. And Rawari scoring once more. Long ball, can Juric get on the end of it in time? No, he can't. It'll be Italian ball, right back down, deep in the Austrian backcourt. Daniel Weiss showing a nice turn of pace there down the sideline to keep this game flowing. And Italy with a chance to go 3 ahead at the end of the quarter hour. Great work from Testa. And Italy with a 3-try advantage. And that's the end of the first quarter. And it's the hosts, Italy, leading it 13-10. On comes Nicolas Battistella, number 9. He's replaced fellow 2-point player Massimo Giardello. So that long arm of Rawari gets the ball over to Battistella for his first touch, and he turns away, and that lovely swivel hips driving action takes him over the line for his first try. So Austria have also made changes. Ornig has taken a rest, and on has come Sandro Toller. The ball with Juric. He's played most of every game. Oh, and he's been stripped there by Rawari, who's claiming that the ball came off Juric's chair. But Daniel Weiss begs to differ. So it'll be Austrian ball. But they've used up half of their possession allowance and will have to score within the next 20 seconds. Toller gets it into Schloffer. He's being made to work hard as he picks up two Italian defenders. Gets it across with a nice diagonal pass to Juric. Timeout called. Austria call another timeout. So that's 3 of their allotted 4. So they get a reset of 15 as they were running out of time. So Schloffer trying to get to the line, but he's got 2 Italian defenders for company, and he gets a great pass in there to Juric, who reaches across the line to score that one. Rawari with a great swivel there that just brings him free of the cover, and he takes it to the line. Try number 10 for him. Sandro Toller gets the inbound, but it doesn't find a red and white shirt, it only finds a blue one. And Rawari gets across the line again. Nice pass from Schloffer to Perner. He finds Juric. And once more, we have chair troubles for the Italian captain, Davide Giussetta. So far, he's had more wheel changes than a Formula One driver. Italy get us underway again. Rawari finds himself double-teamed, but he gets it to Battistella. And that shimmying style of wheeling gets him down court and across for his second try. Perner on the end of it, not sure if he's going to get to the line though. No, it's cut off by Rawari. Those long, strong arms. Getting at the ball, and Toller not able to gather it. So it'll be Italian ball from the sideline. So Italy with a 5-try lead at the moment, looking to extend that even further. And Rawari with his one wheel off the floor. He gets the ball back. And that's try number 12 for Italy's number 6. So the referee having a little bit of a debate with the players down on the try line as action goes to the other end and Uric crosses. So Tester wheels the length of the court in order to be the inbounder, but there's a contact before the whistle by Italy. It's a warning. Each team gets a warning in each half. If they commit another contact before the whistle, somebody will be in the penalty box or they will have the ball turned over. Nice block from Rawari, just to prove that it's not just a scoring machine. 12 seconds had elapsed before Italy got the ball over halfway. A little bit casual there, but they do have a 5-try lead. That gets the Austrian fans the voice, but again the inbound doesn't find its mark. And Rawari is on hand to score. Italy now with a 6-try lead. They've doubled their lead from the end of the first quarter. And the inbound finds its mark this time. Uric comes back to do some good defensive work and help his partners. And they get a pass into Perna, but Battistella's got an arm in there. Schloffer's trying to gather it. Held ball, says Daniel Weiss, this time, or not this time, for the second time at the held ball. It'll be Austria that come up with it. So Austria still have 17 seconds on the possession clock, but they've used 3 of their timeouts. Perna does extremely well to avoid Rawari there. Perna, who plays for the Danube Steelers. And it's Davide Giussetta, the Italian captain from Padova, scoring his second try. And Daniel Weiss calls water break. So we get the 1-minute water break for both teams. Also gives the referees a chance to have a chat, talk through anything they need to keep an eye out on. Chance to chat with the game commissioner as well. So in the pool games yesterday, when these two met, it was Austria that finished the victors. They're currently undefeated. They won that pool match by a slender margin of 2 tries, 52-50. But Italy come up with another turnover. And it's Battistella who takes it to the line. Try number 3 for the man from Padova. Oh, great grab of the ball. Oh, superb play from Rawari to not only dislodge that ball but also to keep it in court. So the Italian fans delighted with their team's performance so far, and they almost got another interception there. 22-14. Schloffer looking for a recipient, but there isn't one. Nobody open, so he uses Austria's fourth and final timeout. Heather Williams gives the clenched fist signal to the referee, who in turn informs the Austrian bench that they have no more timeouts. That's going to put even more pressure on the Austrian team. Coach Janusz Kozak, formerly head coach of Poland, exhorting his troops to greater efforts. Still shouting instructions from the sideline as they retake the court. But now there's a further break for an equipment call to Giuseppe Testa, one of two gentlemen of Verona within the Italian team. The other being Paolo Macacaro. So 4 teams in Italy, and we've got players from, 6 teams in Italy, and we've got players from 4 of those represented. Oh, super play. Super play there by Peter Schloffer to just flick that ball onto his teammate, but Raweri went crashing to the floor, committed a holding foul in the process, and will now have to retire to the penalty box. So Austria will have a mini power play. So Austria, 4 players to 3. Italy must be careful not to concede a penalty try. Austria putting a trap on the penalty box to try and force Rawari to be the inbounder. Schloffer turning to make sure that trap is in position before he crosses. Rawari not wanting to commit a contact before the whistle, because they've already had their warning, becomes the inbounder. Gets it into Giuseppe, but the ball's loose, and Jurek comes up with it. That's exactly why you need to do those line traps when somebody's in the penalty box. Schloffer crosses for his second in quick succession, and Austria close the gap. It's still 22-16, and now Rawari, in the more familiar post position, gets it to Battistella. He in turn feeds Testa. And that's Testa's first try. He's been playing since 2011, so a pretty seasoned veteran for a young man. Oh, Schloffer can't quite grab it, the ball's running loose, and it's Battistella who comes up with it. Feeds Rawari. The inbound again, not finding a red and white player. And Italy surge further ahead. 25-16. Oh, and Testa asleep at the wheel there, as Jurek. Oh, Christian Jurek thought he'd driven Giuseppe Testa into a 1 metre violation, but in turn commits a spinning foul, as the referee deemed it was dangerous, and therefore it was another Italian turnover. But Austria have to try something. They've got to force their way back into this game as Davide Giussetta from Padova scores his third try and Italy's 26th, a 10-try lead now. Oh, and that one goes awry again. Austria just not getting these inbounds quite right. Battistella being the beneficiary. Schloffer brings it away. Oh, and he can't fight Perna. And held ball, says Daniel Weiss, which when you've got a chair sat on top of the ball, as Davide Giussetta has done in this case, it's always a held ball. This time it'll be Italy's ball. So everything going the way of the men in blue at this moment in time. And Rawari crosses the line again. Play almost stopped there as that air horn sounded, and people thought that was the buzzer from the officials table. But it wasn't, and play continued with Peter Schloffer crossing for try number 5. 28-17 with 90 seconds remaining in the first half. Luca Zaganelli taking up a place in the substitutes box, looking to come on. So Battistella has a problem with his chair that they can't fix. So on comes Zaganelli. Austria dropping back in that key defence formation, 2 in, 2 out. But Giussette managing to force Perna in and secure that corner for Awari. Austria doing well to get the ball over halfway, and a nice spin there from Perna. But he's been dispossessed. And it'll be Testa who finds his captain. Very unselfish play there.
At the end of this quarter, I will put the 2 songs for the people to sing. Okay? Okay.
Still Austrian ball. They're trailing by 30 tries to 17 now. They need the bounce of the ball to go their way. And Dominic Perna does a great job in pulling that one out of the sky. But Schloffer has drawn the attention of 2 Italian defenders. He's looking for an outlet. It comes in the form of Juric. But he gets smashed by Rawari for his troubles, but he takes it through to the corner. Great play by Juric, the young man from Waldhausen, 29 years of age, playing in his 4th European Championships. Zaganelli finding Testa at the line. And leaving the court, penalty try. And the clock runs down for the end of the first half. Italy with a tremendous second period there. 31-18 they now lead. So welcome back to the second half of the final of the European Championships Division C for World Wheelchair Rugby. Austria with the inbound, and they've got a mountain to climb, trailing 31-18. They lost that second quarter by 18-8, a tremendous Italian performance. Italy have taken the opportunity to ring the changes. We have Toscana, Macacaro, Sacerdoti and Zaganelli on for Italy as Ramic scores his first try for Austria. His first entry into the fray, man who used to be the coach of the Austrian team years ago. Big hit there from Schloffer, but it's Toscano who crosses for his first try. Italy dropping back into that key defence. Sacerdoti, the one player outside of the key at the moment. Some teams go for a 3 in, 1 out, others go for 2 and 2. Schloffer can't find a space at the corner and does find Perner at the other corner. So mission accomplished. There's a hand in there from Juric, but it'll still be Italian ball. Macacaro, the 3-point player, also from Verona. And Italy are forced to use a timeout, courtesy of strong Austrian defence. Sacerdoti has returned to the bench. The others never quite made it, but he got the necessary instructions from coach and captain. Paolo Sacerdoti, been playing since 2012 for the Padova Rugby Club. Great work there by Nicola Toscano to find Luca Zaganelli. Juric crashed to the ground and needed to be righted. So Italy with 7 players on the score sheet so far. Very much a team effort, although the bulk of that scoring has been by Ahmed Rawari. He's getting a well-earned rest. Schloffer getting in at the corner. Yep, so even though he hit the try post, he managed to get 2 wheels over the line before he made contact with that post. So the try is good. 33-21. Toscana not able to get the inbound in within the 10 seconds. So Italy call a timeout. That's their 3rd. They still have 1 in their back pocket. The Austrian players congratulate themselves on forcing that 3rd timeout to be taken. Izudin Ramic explaining what he needs Dominic Perner to be doing. So we still have the inbound from the baseline. This time Toscana gets it in with no problem. He finds Zaganelli. And the man from Milano finds the man from Verona, Macacaro. Two Italians drive into the... two Austrians drive into the Italian defence, but Christian Jurek commits a holding foul when he went up. So he's not going to the penalty bin because Austria were in possession, and it'll be a turnover. So it'll be Italian ball, and Dominic Perner takes a rest, and Austrian co-captain Michael Ornig retakes the field. Nicola Toscana protecting that ball from Jurek. He finds Macacaro, but 12 seconds have elapsed. Coach Janusz Kozak from Austria, delighted with that, and there's a rare Austrian turnover. They need a lot more of those if they're going to make a dent in this Italian lead. Toscano trying to get a held ball, but the ball's kept moving by Jurek. Oh, Schloffer can't get his pass away as it's blocked. And there's a holding foul committed, I think, by Nicola Toscano. So Toscano will go to the penalty box, and Austria will have the mini power play. Toscano will need to remain in there until Austria score, or 1 minute elapses, whichever is the sooner. Austria with the numerical advantage now. Oh, very nearly didn't get that. Jurek did very well to hold on to it. No trap on the penalty box because Toscana is the inbounder anyway. So why would you bother? Oh, almost a great steal there by Schloffer. But Italy hang on to it. And it's going to be Italy 35, Austria 22. So I'm feeling a little disappointed for Christian Binder at this moment in time. As a 0.5 player, he generally tends to feature in a lineup that has René Hanez in it. With Hanez out of the action, there isn't a lot of opportunity for Binder, sadly, as Schloffer crosses once more for Austria. Try number 6 for him. Zaganelli gets it down court. Jurek intercepted, called a timeout, and then had a grin with the referee, Cameron Broadhead, as he realised they hadn't got any timeouts left. Zaganelli versus Ramic, and it's the Italian that wins that race. So, coach's timeout being called and substitutes to be made. It's Janusz Kozak for Austria who's made the call. So Karina Premstoller comes on for Austria. As does number 12, Daniel Amtman. He can't escape the attentions of Sacerdoti, and the pass can't find him either. So it's blue ball at the corner. So Karina Premstoller, one of only 3 female players at these championships, 2 on Team Ireland, and the Salzburg Rugby Bull, Premstoller, at her first European Championships. And the Italian crowd certainly pleased to see her taking the court. That's great to see. Paola Sacerdoti with the inbound. Italy trying to push a player into the 1 metre area, but not successful as Toscano gets the ball and Zaganelli makes himself available. Juric cuts him off, but it's Macacaro who crosses. Water break calls Daniel Weiss. So it'll be Daniel Amtman, the 37-year-old, playing in his first European Championships, to take the inbound. He finds Christian Juric, who's playing in his 4th. Started playing in 2013, and he gets a great pass in there. Oh, now that was good play by Amtman. He made contact with Toscana, but he used the ball, so that it wasn't a holding foul. Juric on court, tries to find Amtman, but it's one of those days for Team Austria. Nothing quite going to hand. And Janusz Kozak just telling his charges to calm it down. Don't rush things. A sideline ball means the opportunity to bring on subs. First introduction today for Hassan Kabadi for Italy, and the return of Rawari. And this time it'll be Italian ball at the sideline. Amtman puts up his hand. Premstoller must have indicated beforehand that she wanted to be the inbounder. Schloffer can't gather it in. Macacaro can, so Italy playing what we would call a classic high-low formation for their teams. Two high pointers, Rawari crossing the line there, and two low pointers. Kabadi, the 1 point player, needs a new tyre. Three minutes 19 remaining on the game clock. 38-23 the score. So Austria at the corner, trying to get in. Schloffer doing great work to control. Amtman gets the ball and crosses for his first try. Both these teams with squads of 11 players. You're allowed 12. Sweden and Ireland with much smaller squads. And maybe it's that ability to rotate your players. Oh, great hand in there from Karina Premstoller. Sabbiadoro forced back over the halfway line. Over and back, a backcourt violation, calls Daniel Weiss. So Austria come up with the turnover. Schloffer getting in that bounce, which he must do every 10 seconds that he maintains possession. Finds Premstoller, she's trying to hold on. She's got Rawari for company, she's doing really, really well. Rawari's got his arm in now as the ball's trying to get to Schloffer, and he's much the stronger there in that battle as Macacaro comes up with it, just short of halfway. Gets over well within the 12 seconds and takes it to the line. .100 seconds remaining of this third quarter. Premstoller wasn't expecting to get that. She's not often the recipient of the inbound. But she does a good job in getting the ball to her co-captain. And Jurek plays it up very nicely. Escaping the clutches of Ahmed Rawari. Not many can do that. I've been looking forward to the battle between Hanez and Rawari, the two 3.5 players, also both basketballers. Sadly, we've not been able to be treated to that battle. As Rawari crosses once again. Schloffer gets it over halfway. Again, the ball going to Premstoller. She's going to score her first try. Yes, she's absolutely delighted with that. Clenches her fists just before she gives the ball back to Daniel Weiss. I think that may be her first try in international wheelchair rugby. Brilliant. Ahmed Rawari, widely regarded as the best 1.5 wheelchair basketball player, certainly in Europe, if not the world. He makes a damn good fist of playing wheelchair rugby too. He's pressurising Peter Schloffer, who punts the ball down court. Great collect by Chris Urick. Brother Nick, I'm told, sends me his best regards. Watching at home, and I return those. Hope to see him again sometime. Nice inbound from Kabadi there to find Makakaro. And the two high pointers, no try. Oh, so they just try to get in at the end of the third quarter. Rawari asks for a television replay. He's not going to get one, I'm afraid. We don't have VAR here, I'm afraid, or TMOs. Cameron Broadhead says no try. So it remains Italy 41, Austria 27 at the end of that third quarter. Thanks that you were passing on to all those people.
Thanks to you, Simon. Please congratulate for Simon Starr on his tournament.
So, start of the fourth quarter, and we see Di Fiora getting his first taste of action as Battistella crosses. So that's all 11 players on both sides being used now, as Alois Weiss also takes the court for Austria. as Peter Schloffer crosses for his 7th try. So Filippo Di Fiora from Vicenza finds Massimo Giardello, who's been playing since 2013, another wheelchair basketball player. Battistella putting pressure on Perner, but he got his pass away. And Schloffer takes it to the line. Fiora finds Giardello again. And that's his 4th try. Featured heavily in the pool games, but it's been used sparingly in this final. Good defence there from the Italians, but a bit over-exuberant in terms of defending the key. So Di Fiora finds himself as the guilty party and will spend a bit of time in jail. Austrian ball from the sideline, a new 40 seconds possession awarded to Austria. And Jurek taking it to the line. Doesn't look as if anybody's going to set up a line trap. Now we have an equipment call. Di Fiora returns to the fray. So Dominic Perner's chair back in action, the man who plays his rugby for the Danube Steelers, playing in his 3rd European Championships. Good pressure from Austrian players there, but Battistella gets the loose ball. Oh, Giuseppe tried to flip it over, but Schloffer was equal to it. And he finds Weiss, and he's going to get in for his 1st try. I've never seen so many names, different names on the score sheet. Each team has had 8 players crossing the line in this final. That's unheard of. Austria coming up with a few trick moves there, but somehow managed to get the ball over halfway and within the requisite time. Perner doing battle with Battistella and scores the try. His 5th of the afternoon. Daniel Weiss, the referee from Germany, just issuing a few cautionary words to Filippo Di Fiora on the wall now. Oh, Giardello double teamed, but Schloffer putting a hand in there, but doing so illegally, and he will make his way to the penalty box. Illegal use of hands, the most common of wheelchair rugby violations. Italy with 4 against 3. Austria keen to avoid a penalty try as Giuseppe puts a trap on Schloffer. And he will be the inbounder. Well, that's a duty he's done in most of the earlier games, so it's no hardship for him. The hardship is how do we claw back 14 try deficit with only 5 minutes left in this game. Great pass there. Super work from Schloffer to find Jurek. That slingshot pass for only one of the... If that's not the first, there's only been a couple of those passes throughout the whole tournament. That slingshot of Girardello that hasn't gone to hand. A very rare occasion, that. Perner reaching back behind him. Gets a little nudge from Giuseppe to cross the line before Daniel Weiss calls for a water break. The last water break of this tournament, I suspect. So both coaches still working hard. We have a 46-34 game. The pool game between these two teams was a tremendously exciting affair. Sadly, this has been not quite the same spectacle, I'm afraid, unless, of course, you're an Italian supporter. You'll be happy with the scoreline at least, but it was a really tight match when Austria beat Italy 52-50. Fiora gets it across halfway and takes it to the line. That's his first try, and he's the 9th Italian player to get his name on the score sheet this afternoon. Super inbound there from Dominic Perner. Threading that ball through a forest of arms to find Schloffer, who takes it to the line for his 9th try. Battistella on the ball now. The crowd are pleased to see him cross the line. Try number 7 for the man from Padova who's been playing since 2014. Also plays wheelchair basketball. Coaches timeout and substitutions from Austria. Looks like Dominic Perner and Alois Weiss are taking a rest. Sandro Tolla and Daniel Amtman return to the fray with under 4 minutes left of this fourth quarter in the final of Division C European Championships. Peter Schloffer takes up the inbounding duties. Try number 14 for Christian Jurek. Di Fiora drawing the attentions of 3 Austrian players, but does brilliantly to get it away. Yeah, I just love that slingshot pass of Giardello, this time finding his captain, Davide Chiazzetta. Let's try number 5 for the Italian captain. And Amtman getting over for his second try. 49 to 36-7, the score. Amtman realizing you have to give him a little bit more space than that. And Di Fiora getting great cheers from the crowd as he crosses for his second. Been playing the game since 2018. So the ball will go back to the other end of the court. It'll be Italian ball from that sideline. Chiazzetta, having been trapped, is now able to free himself by calling to be the inbounder. Battistella looking to drive into the heart of that Austrian key. Nice block there from Di Fiora. And lovely play between Battistella and Giardello, but great defence from Christian Jurek. And the ball is again slung across the court by Giardello, back to Battistella. Austria defending well here. 4 in the key by the Austrians, means a penalty try. And it's 51 to 37. Just over 2 minutes remaining. As Peter Schloffer from Steirische Eichen, playing in his 7th European Championships, gets across the line. A player since 2009. So Jurek and Giardello having a battle. Oh, that pass. Di Fiora just not able to grasp it. It was perfectly weighted to evade Sandro Tolla, but sadly it couldn't find a man in blue. So Tolla with the inbound this time. And gets it to Daniel Amtman. And he takes it all the way to the line. Coach's timeout being called by Franco Tessari. One minute 41 remaining in the final. Substitutions being made by the Austrians. Battistella going underneath the pack and then back through the middle of it. Di Fiora needs to avoid that halfway line, which he does successfully. Takes it to the corner, but he's not going to get in. Turns away just in time before he hits that try post. Battistella with the ball. And he takes it to the line, Battistella. Try number 8 for him. Schloffer gets it back from Toller. Toller also playing in his first European Championships, the 24-year-old. Only been playing a couple of years. Warnig drives into the heart of that Italian key. Schloffer can't get through, but he can get it to Jurek, who does cross. Try number 15 for Christian Jurek. He's had to carry the scoring load for Austria this afternoon. .42.5 seconds remaining. Italy will look to use up as much of this last 40 seconds possession as they can. They'll want to score the last try. Even though they're up by 12, their discipline will maintain that they will try and score that last try. And they call the timeout. They use the last timeout so that they don't have to give the ball back. That's the beauty of managing to save timeouts until the end of quarters. You can use them for tactical reasons rather than get out of jail free cards. So 10 seconds remaining in this final. Italy 52-40 in the lead. The fans and the team players on the bench getting ready to celebrate. Battistella content to let the clock just run out, and there it goes. Italy, the hosts, are champions of Division C. They will be promoted to Division B, along with Austria and Ireland. Been a brilliant championships here in Lignano Sabbiadoro. The Italian bench is going wild. The Italian crowd are absolutely delighted. The Austrians are lined up to give them congratulations. And the flags are being waved. We're seeing videos and photos being taken already. Great job in the final by the referees and the table officials. You weren't a factor, and that's always important. It was the players that decided the outcome of this game. That's how it should be. Well done to all involved. A tremendous result for the hosts. Hope you've enjoyed this broadcast and live stream. I've been Simon Starr. On behalf of the hosts here, the Italian Federation, and also for World Wheelchair Rugby, not sure whether the medal ceremony is being live streamed. I suspect it will be. That will take place shortly. Do please hang around for that if you're minded to. Players saying thank you to the officials. As the court is being prepared for that medal ceremony, and I will hand you back to Saverio Girota, who will conduct the medal ceremony. Thank you for listening. Hope to be with you again sometime soon.
Thank you.